Okay, here again we're conducting another experiment, and for the sake of clarity, this experiment will be titled Alien Transport Fields. And by transport fields, I mean it's an energy that they set up that allows them to move freely as long as they stay within those points, which you've seen in my original, my group of 10 videos where I talked about the history of how I came across Aerostockians. You see some of the cameras and some of the tech they use when I told you how they track me. Well, what they basically do is they have points, it's like a square, where they set in technology, their technology, and all the area within that point to point, the 4 points, allows them to move freely. And as long as they don't put it into a circle, then you don't have anything to worry about. Once it's in circle form, now you're in danger that they can abduct you, more or less. Okay, now they use spies, and they use cameras, and they use this technology to create the field which allows them to move without you seeing them. It allows them to move quickly. And how we're going to show you this is once we're using regular table salt and sugar. And once we put it out, you're going to see how the force field is so strong that their faces start to develop in the sugar, and the faces start to develop in the salt. And so which means also, which indicates that this is something I said I noticed in the Gulf oil spill. If you look, those who can see, and a lot of you can see from the videos I've seen in YouTube, you see coming up out of the oil, you see faces in the oil. What you're seeing is demons escaping from the imprisonment in the center of the earth. You've seen the same thing with 9/11, those who could see coming out of the smoke, you've seen all these demons, all these faces. Well, this is exactly what they're doing in the Gulf, which means they have set up some kind of a field there that allows them to do this, and which can be defeated by man's really putting close attention to detail and being very precise in what they do to stop it. Apart from that, on the spiritual level, there's other ways spiritually that they can be harder from setting up everything they want. And that I have to practice here, because they try to set up things in my house that I think are too dangerous. So we learned how to do that. So what we're looking at here is clan spirits as well as Aerostockians, and they're a mixed group. Remember, Aerostockians are a mixed group. You got all sizes, you got different colors, you got all, I mean, you know, it's just a mixed group that I say is Aerostockians, but there's only certain ones in that group, the ones that I'm really after, who has the physical spaceship and things. There's only a few of those I'm really after. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to go jump to the experiment. We're going to put the salt out, and we're going to let you come in and see the faces, and see that the faces develop. Okay, so you see we got regular salt, table salt. We're going to put a little out and get the faces. Now they are allowed, they already can move. Okay, we're going to put out a little sugar, and in a second we're going to zoom in on these. Okay, what we're going to do is look around and see what we can find. How many faces have already set in, how many arrows, clan spirits has already moved in and start to form faces. There we can see one. For those who can see, look for two eyes, look for a nose, and look for a mouth. And if you look close enough, you can see that. Okay, see if we can get a real good one. There's one right there. And there's one in the center, and there's a little guy above him. There's faces there. Faces there. Look at that face. You can see his hair, his eyes, his nose. How about this guy here? My camera's not the best, but maybe it focus. You can see faces in there. A few faces there. faces there. Okay, all kind of faces are showing up. Look at those set of eyes right here on this guy. Can you see those eyes? Can you see the nose? Can you see the mouth? Okay. Can you see her? Can you see her hair? Can you see her hair? Can you see her eyes? Okay. Like I say, as quick as you can put it, they can move. And they're always looking for something to hook onto. See all those faces in the sugar? Okay. And the thing I like about these guys is, can you see those faces? Look at her. She's gorgeous. Look at her hair. Look at him. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Can you see those eyes? Can you see the eye formed up? Little faces there. Always look for two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And no matter what you put them to, they're going to form up. Look at that face there. If you do this, and those faces show up in your salt and your sugar, then what you have in your house is they set up a field which allows them to move. I don't think they do that everywhere. It's just certain places for whatever reason they pick. See those faces there? It's just natural. Look at that face, those two black eyes. It's just natural that they're going to do that. Well, anyway, that's basically it. So I want you to look at it right quick. I'm still holding on to the apple to see what's happening. Here's where we at after about 2 weeks to see what's going on with the apple. A lot of little spirits and stuff. And what is that? And that's basically an aspirin. It's just something for their health. So once again, some of you can and some of you can't. See those faces, this form. Human faces. Look at him, he wasn't there a second ago. So again, they have that transport field in my house, on my property, and that just allows them to move freely where they want, when they want. And that's why I say if you look at oil coming up out of the ocean bed in the Gulf, you can see, well, at least I know they set up a field there, and but they can be stopped. Anyway, well, that's about the end of it. Here we coming up. This is Thursday, tomorrow, Friday. We coming up to the weekend. So I wish you guys a very good weekend. And if you want to know if they got that transport field in your house, do this experiment. If they have it, they're going to come there. If they don't come there, then the field is not there. They move in a matter of a fraction of a second, you know. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice weekend. And feel free to comment. Just keep your comments clean. Thank you very much.